Hello and welcome, folks, to the first, maybe, annual Battle of the Shorts. I am your host, Dad Like Book, joined by my co-host, Greg Bear here. Greg, tell him hi. We are going to be discussing shorts! No, not those shorts. Science fiction and fantasy short stories. All of them vintage. All of them from anthologies and collections that I own here. We're doing it old school. I've made a bracket here of 100 different fantasy authors, and each one of them I've carefully selected and researched a short story by them in a physical book that I own. Each week, I will be breaking down the different matchups, the different short stories, and what I thought of both, and declaring a winner. With so many top tier talents here in this battle for the shorts, Greg and I are going to break down some of these great matchups for you. Greg, who do you got your eye on in week one? Love it. Thanks, Greg. If you look here, you can see probably closer the names of all of the matchups. Now, I promise I randomized the list. I went through, I researched, like I said, all of these short stories to find pretty much the best one or the most well-known by each of these authors. Some of these authors I've never read, so plenty of these matchups I'll be going in fresh. It'll be a great chance for me and Greg to try out some new material, to find some great short stories, and to make use of this giant collection of anthologies that I've compiled over the last couple of years. I'm sure you'll all know hits like Gene Wolfe's Death of Dr. Island, Gene Wolfe's The Death of Dr. Island, what did it say? The Death of Dr. Island, I was correct. I messed that up. Harlan Ellison's The Death Bird, and Ursula K. Le Guin's The Ones Who Walk Away from, oh man, I can't speak. And then we have some unknown stories, unknown relative to, I've never seen them on BookTube. Like, what do we got here? We got Tom Reamy's San Diego Lightfoot Sioux. What a title. We have, good gosh, that's a long title. We have indie classics like John W. Campbell's Who Goes There? I've never done a video like this on my BookTube channel. As you'll see here, there's a ton of different authors, all spanning between the Golden Age and roughly the cyberpunk movement. So we have stories from the 40s, I think a couple from the 30s, all the way up until 1990s. We have some really interesting matchups. Kurt Vonnegut Jr., Ray Bradbury in round one. That is crazy. I don't mean week one. Round one. All of these are round one matchups. We have, let's see, Margaret St. Clair versus Thomas Dish. That's heavyweight, Greg. What do you think? Love it. We have Harlan Ellison versus Cordwainer Smith. That's a big one. What else? Man, I sound like an idiot. Over the next 26 weeks, I'm going to be breaking down 4 short stories per week. That means 1 matchup, 2 matchups, 4 short stories. We'll declare 2 winners per week, and after 6 months, we will have gotten to the very end where I'll have done 50 different matchups. And then in the final episode, we can declare a winner after all of these have been decided. Greg Bear and I will get together and we'll decide the winner. You can see the bracket here. Check the description. I'll put every single matchup in the description. It's going to take me forever to type out, and you can follow along if you'd like. That'd be a fun aspect to this. I hadn't even thought about that. We can discover all these short stories together. Can't wait. I've said it like 3 times. Greg Bear and I will see you in week 1. Great job, Greg. Good broadcast. This is so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm doing that. With such a wide, deep pool of talent, we have tons of matchups that we're going to really be breaking down.